Okay, Mega Whale team, welcome back to the second channel and thank you for tuning in. We're going to be taking a look at the total cryptocurrency market cap as well as the total altcoin market cap in today's video. We are diving deep into the macro and short-term charts, analyzing exactly what is happening, the critical levels of support, the technical levels such as our RSI trend lines, what is likely to occur next, and the macro expectations for these charts. Before we get into it, go ahead and smash that like button, hit the comment button, and subscribe to the channel. And if you're interested in more of this content, you can subscribe to our main YouTube channel, which is Mega Whale Crypto, where we post daily Bitcoin analysis videos. If you were interested in even more content, you can join the Telegram channel via the first link down below. That will get you access to charts, updates, videos, educational posts, analysis, and everything you need to stay in the loop with cryptocurrency with Bitcoin and the relevant economic news. And if you are interested in joining the Inside VIP community to get access to trading setups with exact entries, targets, stop losses, trade justification, and exclusive analysis, contact me via the pinned comment in that free channel by clicking my name or these two links. Not only will you get access to the main VIP channel, you'll also get access to a multitude of different group chats with over 700 plus members discussing cryptocurrency and trading on a daily basis. Check it out. Let's jump into the content. So taking a look at Bitcoin, we have seen a little bit of a correction over the past 24 hours, but we have managed to bounce momentarily from that $76,000 region, a region we have been discussing for the last week or so on our Bitcoin analysis videos. With this short-term reversal, it has seen, or it has happened around about the same time we have retested the weekly 50 EMA for both the total cryptocurrency market cap and the total altcoin market cap. Looking at the total market cap to start off with, there are a few major levels we are paying very close attention to from a momentum perspective and from a trend-based perspective. Number one, we are of course watching that 50 EMA. If we look at the 50 EMA, we have actually dropped below the 50 EMA one prior time, essentially since the beginning of this aggressive uptrend all the way back in October 2023. And that, of course, marked a major reversal point back in the beginning of September 2024, when we eventually saw the rally past $100,000 for Bitcoin and into the $3 trillion mark for the total altcoin market cap. We are now retesting the 50 EMA yet again. We are also seeing the overall uptrend we have been in since that point, which we can confirm with our RSI. If we look vertically, or should I say right below us, we can see the RSI. Every single one of these retest points on the RSI corresponds with a major point on this chart over here. We can see over here that we have an overall uptrend. So the total cryptocurrency market cap, although it is looking very weak over here, and we'll discuss that in a second, we are still technically sitting above this multi-year, this year and a half long uptrend. And while we are sitting above here, although the macro charts are looking grim, which we'll discuss in a second, there is hope for the market to see a bounce. So we're not writing that off yet. In fact, if we look at this correction over the last 2 weeks, and just quickly going back to Bitcoin, we were warning about this correction to 76,000 to 74 to 76,000 since we were above 100,000. This range over here, we started warning you guys this correction was possible. We sold all our spot positions, we sold all our altcoins, we were waiting for this correction. The correction played out absolutely perfectly, filling that low historical resistance range as a consequence of the break of 92 to 88,000, reaching our target to the dollar. The question is now, will we sustain at this level, or are we going to see the rest of the market fall? And of course, the total market cap is going to be providing a good indication of whether or not we're going to see that extended correction lower, which will bring Bitcoin into that $60,000 region and the total altcoin market cap towards this macro uptrend, or if we are going to see a bounce. So again, taking a look at that total market cap, we do have some key levels we are paying attention to. Number one, we do have some bullish absorption occurring over here in terms of the momentum. This is a decent sign. We do have this overall downtrend over here with this overall uptrend. It means momentum is generally dropping over here, but the price action is rising. This is a decent sign, but spread across such a large time frame, it is not that significant. The significant thing we are watching here is going to be our structural horizontal levels, more so the fact that we had a bearish divergence develop, and as a consequence of that bearish divergence, we saw the price action drop below the 2021 high. This is going to mark this rally over here as deviation, essentially a unsustained or ill-sustained breakout of this 2021 high, suggesting that we could see a correction lower, which we have now seen into this uptrend. If we take a look at that RSI again, mapping out the prior peak, the prior low on the RSI on a horizontal scale, and zooming in, we can see we actually momentarily dropped underneath this level on the RSI. We can see we dropped under that level, and that corresponds with this low. So if we see this RSI continue downwards or close under this level, moving into the weekly close in 5 days, this is going to increase the possibility for the breakdown of this trend tenfold. It is highly, highly likely if the RSI closes below this level, we will see a continuation at least back down to this range at around 1.9 trillion, which will line up with that 200 moving average. So as you can see, the macro charts are looking quite dire. There is hope because we do have some uptrends sustaining. We have retested some short-term levels of support on Bitcoin. The big question is, will these retests facilitate a continuation higher? Are we going to get the confirmation we need to actually bounce? Currently, we do not have that. Again, if you want to find out what that is, check out the Bitcoin videos. We discuss all about exactly what we are looking for reversals. But in terms of a total market cap, the potential warning is there. We may fall off this cliff within the next 10 days, and if we do, we will be correcting potentially to the 200 moving average. This essentially is going to be that final stand, that last line of support here before we do run the risk of a steeper market-wide correction. There is hope we avoid that. As I just said, there is potential we avoid that. I see the possibility, I see the opportunity to avoid that, but we just have not got the confirmation that we are going to avoid this correction just yet. So as we approach these levels of support after these large pull downs, as we approach these levels of support after these corrections, I am in fact more bullish at these lows than I was at 100,000. But at the moment, everyone is ridiculously bearish at these lows, and they were ridiculously bullish at 100,000. So again, flipping those biases are very, very important. Generally, the majority are late to moves, and their biases do shift quite late in the market. So I'm taking more of a neutral stance right now in the market. I have identified the risks of further corrections. We understand what it would take to push the price lower. We understand the triggers and what would need to occur from a technical perspective to activate those moves. But we also understand that there is hope for reversals here, and we've talked about exactly what needs to occur for that to happen on the Bitcoin chart. So we're kind of in this stalemate territory, this decision zone again as we move into economic news. Of course, we do have CPI data today, and we have got FOMC in 7 days' time. So there's a total market cap. There is some warning signs here. It is looking pretty grim on the macro charts. It's not a situation I would be confident for the market to be in. I do see potentials for reversals, but if we do drop below this trend line, we are confirming a continuation to that 200 moving average, which will be a significant drop for the broader markets, particularly for cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and for altcoins. Let's move over to the total market cap, guys. Before we do, if you are interested in getting a lifetime trading fee discount of 15% off all your trading fees, make sure to sign up to BitGet, BitUnix, or BingX with the exchange links down below. You'll go ahead and support me making this content for you, and you'll support yourself in your trading journey. We'll play a very quick ad and we'll jump back into the content. If you are looking for a new exchange or just want to support the channel, sign up to BitUnix with the link down below. You'll get a lifetime trading fee discount of 15%, which can build up to 45% based on your trading volume, as well as access to a bonus reward center, and of course, all of the exclusive campaigns we run on this exchange. You'll also get access to BitUnix being a non-KYC exchange, meaning you can sign up from anywhere in the globe without regulations. And most importantly, I only promote exchanges I trust and I use. As you can see, I trade on BitUnix very regularly, being the highest VIP level with over $500 million in trading volume for the last 30 days. And lastly, if you were interested in signing up to our other two exchanges, BingX or BitGet, you can also do that via the links down below. You as well will get the 15% trading fee discount and everything else that comes with it. Go ahead and sign up. Thank you for supporting. Let's jump back in. Okay guys, let's get straight back into the content. Now, the total altcoin market is looking very similar to the total cryptocurrency market cap, right? The only difference over here is we haven't quite come down to retest that respective uptrend yet. We have seen a drop to the 50 EMA. We have seen a loss of this weekly uptrend in the RSI. We have not yet seen the retest of the horizontal level on the RSI. So we're seeing similar price action, but from a technical perspective, we're not quite where we are on the total market cap yet. But in terms of what we expect, we do expect more or less the same kind of things. If we do see the total market cap correct, if we do see that weekly close on the RSI, we will likely see the altcoin market also continue in that downward trajectory through that 50 EMA, through the low on that RSI horizontal at 43, and towards this major uptrend. As we approach the major uptrend, the possibility for reversals and bounces begin to increase as we approach support. We do need to note, as we noted on the total market cap, that a loss of this uptrending diagonal will confirm an extended correction towards that 200 moving average. Let's take a look at the shorter time frame charts of the total market cap for altcoins, because the short-term time frame charts are a little bit more important over here. If we're looking at the short-term charts, the levels of which we need to break above to be confident that this downtrend is more or less over is going to be this daily downtrend in the RSI, but also, and this will be the most important level, is going to be this cluster of resistance at around 940 to 960 billion. This is going to be our prior highs. So we've got our high over here, lower high, lower highs. We need to break through our lower highs. When we break through these lower highs, that is going to be confirmation the altcoin market is prepared to see a macro continuation higher. From a short-term perspective, again, if we see the total market cap bounce from here, if we see Bitcoin continue toward the upside from here and break this downtrend, we will see altcoins perform relatively well, but for them to perform exceptional, we need to see that reversal. And again, all of this needs to occur prior to the breakdown on the total market cap and again the retest of this uptrend. So thanks for tuning in, guys. As you can see, the overall vibe I'm giving to you today is the correction has played out very well. We have seen a large drawdown for the market, and that has hit our targets perfectly. We were significantly more bearish at these levels than we are now, as we are now approaching levels of support. As we've identified, as we move into these levels of support at 76, all the way down to 68, we should expect bearish volatility to begin to decrease naturally, provided economic news does not push the price lower. With that being said, the confirmation we are going to reverse on the higher time frame has not yet been achieved, and while that has not been yet achieved, if we continue to see the price move toward the downside, eventually we are going to see some major triggers break on the total market cap and the total altcoin market cap, which will confirm macro continuations lower. So is the crash finished? The answer is potentially no. Do we have the confirmation that we are going to reverse on the macro? The answer is no. We are in this decision zone now, and it is okay to be in a decision zone as we have seen a very large move play out exactly as anticipated. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Have a fantastic day. Catch you back on the main channel tomorrow for another Bitcoin analysis. I'll see you then. Bye.